Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 19 of my 30 favorite bass players of all time. We've been counting down each and every day here this month. In June 2025, it's bass month. Our favorite bass players across all genres. You can pick whoever you want, right? Jazz bassist, prog bassist, metal bassist, fusion, classic rock, blues, does not matter. As long as they're your favorites. But there's a catch. You also have to pick your three favorite albums featuring their bass skills and that one song that really does it for you, where their bass is prominent, makes an impact, bass in the song. That's right. So three albums, one song, each day a new bass player for pick number 19 today. Here's a guy who everybody knows, I'm sure, whether you listen to any of the bands or artists that he has played with or any of his solo records. That's another thing, but you know who he is because he's got the unmistakable look. He's the man on the bass, on the Chapman stick, on the touch guitar. None other than Mr. Tony Leaven. That's right, Tony Leaven, who lives not that far from me. He's a Hudson Valley guy. He's from the up in the Woodstock, Kingston area. I have run into him in places around here before, and I'm sure I'll do it again. Tony, a hell of a nice guy. And like I said, whether he's playing standard electric bass or whether he's playing one of those Chapman stick or touch guitars or wah guitars, he plays all that kind of weird stuff, right? And he's really, really great at it. He is the man. And what a career he's had, right? What an amazing bass player who has contributed to so many great albums. It was really hard to pick out my three favorites because there's so many. And there's some albums where he's doing like really amazing, kind of very adventurous lead work. And there's other albums where he's just kind of holding down the fort, keeping the groove. And that's just as cool too, right? So I struggle what to pick here. You know, it's the stuff that really jumps out at you or the ones where he's just kind of there and doing his thing, right? So I'm going to go chronologically as I always do. First off, my first album, I got to pick Discipline by King Crimson. To me, this is the one. This is the album where I really took notice of Tony Levin, and it's just held up so well. And there's just so much amazing work done on this entire album. You know, but both guitar players by Tony, by Bill, Bill Bruford, just amazing. Just so much good stuff on here. I mean, frame by frame, Elephant Talk, Mare Kudasai, Talo Hunjinshi. I mean, he's just the ding, 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 ding. I mean, just rhythmically, there's just so much intense stuff going on here. Sheltering Sky, Indiscipline, on there, he's just thumping away, right? Just, so good. He can do the fast blazing stuff. He can do the real intricate stuff. He can get funky. He can just lay down the groove, right? I mean, just Tony's the man. He's the absolute man. And when he starts using that Chapman stick and he's doing all these amazing fast things alongside guitar players, so good. So good. Had to pick this album. Absolutely had to pick this album. It's an amazing, amazing album. All right. Next up, we're gonna go to maybe a strange choice. But I really like this album. It doesn't get enough credit, and that is the Bruford Levin Upper Extremities album. Yeah. So here we have Tony and Bill hooking up once again outside of King Crimson, along with great guitar player David Torn and trumpet player Chris Body. This is a very, very cool album. And this came out in 1998. And this kind of is a follow-up to the Cloud About Mercury album, which David Torn did, which also featured, Bruford and Levin on there. In fact, I almost picked that one. Cloud About Mercury probably could have been also picked for this because that's just absolutely incredible. But there's some cool stuff going on here as well. It's almost like a co-pick because I probably should have picked that one because Cloud About Mercury is an amazing, amazing record. Here again, it's fusion, it's pop, it's little bits of world music. There's jazz on here. It's just bright and just all sorts of cool stuff going on in this album. There's a ton of songs. There's longer pieces like Cerulean Sea, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Cracking the Midnight Glass. There's lots of shorter tracks as well. President's Day is very cool. And all the guys kind of take part in the writing and the arranging here, which is pretty neat. So it's a very, very cool album. If you haven't heard it, I highly recommend it. But again, Cloud About Mercury, I, for whatever reason, didn't think about picking that, but I could have easily picked that as well because that's a great, great album. And that's kind of part one to this album. And David Torn's guitar playing is so good, and Tony's just doing his thing. And all the guys get to like solo and play as lead instrument, which is really, really cool. But the tracks are they're memorable and whatnot. So that got to pick that one. And then my third pick has to be Liquid Tension Experiment. Of course, this is the project that he has done every now and then with couple of the guys from Dream Theater. So we've got Jordan Rudess on keyboards, Mike Petrucci, John Petrucci on guitar, Mike Petrucci, where did I get that? Mike Portnoy on drums, right? This is just absolute high energy stuff. If you've never heard this, just go listen to Paradigm Shift right now. Just stop everything you're doing, put a pause on this, go listen to that. Prepare to have your mind blown. It's just instrumental, prog rock, progressive metal, fusion, all combined. It's just totally out there, wild stuff, freedom of speech. You got State of Grace is really good. Universal Minds. You get the if you get the CD version, you get the mind blowing 3 minute warning, like a near 30 minute like improv jam type of thing. Just absolutely face melting stuff on here. And how cool is it that like kind of like an elder statesman like Tony Leaven joining up with these younger guys, these prog metal guys, and keeping up with them every step of the way. Just mind blowing bass work on this. And this, if you want to hear Tony burning and shredding, that's on here. That's on here. So as far as favorite song, yeah, difficult. How do you pick a favorite track, right? Honestly, I had to go back to one that's just seemed kind of obvious. It's almost like I didn't want to pick it, but I had to go with Elephant Talk. Again, there's probably more mind-blowing bass playing on the Liquid Tension Experiment album. I could pick any track on there, but there's killer bass playing on here. And Elephant Talk, he's like oozing and bubbling and doing all that he does. It's funky, it's rhythmic underneath all the wild shit that the other guys are doing, right? It's just Elephant Talk is just a absolutely infectious song, and it's just so groovy and so wild. And yeah, it's just it's a great, great song, and it's a great bass song as well. And just go and listen and just I always try to do this when I try to pick out my favorite bass songs from these guys. I go and listen to the song and I try to isolate the bass through my brain and eardrums, right? So I kind of tune out the guitars and just listen to the bass, and I'm just kind of like, wow, listen to what he's doing. Very, very cool stuff. And it's like it's one of those songs that I always loved by King Crimson, by this particular incarnation. And but I always like it more for the kind of like the wild guitars that are going on, Adrian Blue's weird elephant noises, and vocally it's really cool, and Fripp's little burst, right? But then when you stop and think about it, it's like, well, the one thing that holds that whole song together and really makes it even better is Tony Levin's bass. It's that good. It's that good. And it's just so slippery and so warm. Just amazing stuff. So yeah, that is my pick for today. My song, Elephant Talk from Discipline from the King Crimson. But let's bring him back to the stage one last time here. Mr. Tony Levin is my pick for today, pick number 19. And of course, tomorrow we got another one, right? So we'll see you back tomorrow for another pick. But let us know what you think. Let me switch to Prezi app. There we go. Let me know what you think of Tony Levin down in the comments below. I've seen many of you pick him already, so he is not forgotten at all. But pick yours. Let us know your pick for this morning and your favorite albums and song down in the comments below. We'll see you tomorrow for another one. What do we got coming up on the channel? So it is, I can't believe it's Thursday, right? This week is just flying by. Should have hopefully, today's gonna be a crazy work day, but I may have for you a review of the new Retromorphosis today. Very cool technical death metal release, featuring basically all the members of Spawn of Possession as well as Christian from Obscura, right? It's mind-blowingly great, really good. I've got new Doobie Brothers in, I've got Little Feat in, I've got Cirith Ungol live in, I got the new Auchrist and the new Nad Sylvan waiting to go, new Roadhouse, new George Joe, new Taurus, Tusmork, new Motorcycle, just so you know, new Celeste, Far Cry, Agripelter. I mean, I've got a huge stack here, probably 20 CDs that I really want to absorb and get reviewing because I know there's more going to be coming in. So yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So and I got to digest this Still Living in the Past box set because Steven and I want to review it over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, lots happening here on the channel, lots to come. We've got tomorrow the professor's picks, possibly. Ken said it's a really, really light week. Not much has come in, so you may or may not see a professor's picks tomorrow. Ken will let me know today if he has enough to do a show, but over the weekend We've got the UK connection. Really, really fun show. Looking at some of our favorite power metal releases from 2008. Do not miss that. Some cool stuff we're talking about. It's a lot of fun. And of course, on Sunday, we've got Airborne ranking the albums with Craig Kaminsky and Ultimate Spinach ranking the albums with me. Hard rock and metal from Australia. American Psych from the 60s from here in the States. That's what you got. Double shot of ranking the albums that's coming up this weekend and possibly more. We got other stuff that I'm trying to get squeezed in. Lynn and I are still trying to get our schedules to line. We have like tons of shows to do. We've got a couple of playlist Euphoria shows to do. We've got a review of the Queensryche show that was just last week. We still haven't gone to. She's been sick all week, so we'll get to that soon, soon, soon. She and I are also going to be talking about plotting that Motley Crue ranking the album show in the weeks ahead. So lots coming up, lots to do. We've also got Monsters Den next week. So yeah, lots coming up on the channel. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow morning for pick number 18. Take care. Bye-bye.